Hi, welcome. So today's pill horror reading is going to be why it's not working out for you. So this is a general reading, so it could be any matter that you have. Could be about life in general, about love, it could be about career, I don't know. Whatever your situation is, hopefully it's going to resonate. But it's something general, and I will try my best to be general as well and not that specific. So we have three piles in here. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Okay, so for those who chose group number 1, this is going to be your reading. So why it's not working out for you. If you have skipped the introduction, this is a general reading, so it could be anything that you are concerned about. And maybe you're doing something in your, just anything that you're doing and it's not panning out the way you expect it to be, or you're not seeing any results out of it, something like that. So hopefully this is going to resonate for you. So before I start with your cards in here, when I was shuffling your pile, I forgot to search the meaning of that word, but I got two words for you, but the main thing that I'm getting is the word ditzy. I don't know if that's even a word, but that's what came to my mind. I don't even know what that means, but I keep on getting this ditzy word. So if this is a real word, and maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's an adjective or something, maybe it's something that I can describe you as a person as well. But there's just something about your energy that feels very pure, that feels, and I could be wrong, but it just feels pure. It feels innocent. It feels, I don't want to say young, but there's, because you might not be young or something, but there's kind of like a youthful feeling that I got a while ago. And then I'm also getting this amiable word. Like the word amiable is coming to mind to describe you. So I don't know if that's going to resonate. But at the same time, there's something about your energy that feels like it's so easily distracted. It's so, it feels vulnerable. It feels, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it gullible? Gullible? Something along those lines. It's an interesting energy, but I kind of like your energy, if that's even your energy. And how else should I explain it? I don't want to say any psychological shit in here, but it almost feels like maybe someone has ADHD. I don't know why. And I also got a song. The song is titled Sway by, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but her name is Big Runga or Runga. I don't know. I really haven't heard of this singer. So it's called Sway, and the song is based on my own interpretation. The song is all about someone who gets, like, someone likes another person. I'm not saying that this is a love reading, but the song is talking about a girl who likes a guy, and this guy just gets the better of her all the time, like almost to the point that it kind of drains her. She gets so affected by this guy. So I don't know if that's one of your issues in here. Like maybe someone in your vicinity is draining you or is distracting you. That's why it's kind of causing a blockage for you to reach whatever you want to reach. That's why something is not working out for you. It's like maybe someone is an energy vampire, like someone significant in your life is an energy vampire. although that doesn't have to be the case. Or if it's not a person, maybe it's just something else in your life that is draining the hell out of you, which there's a lot of background noise, as always. So, so this, no, I forgot. So this, like I was saying, if this is not a person, it could be something else in your life that drains you, and that kind of like prevents you from focusing on other things. So, yeah, let's get started with your cards now because I don't want to make this reading too long. Okay. So, the first card that you have is the Two of Cups. You also have the Hanged One in reverse. You also have the Seven of Swords in reverse. You have Story in reverse. You also have Fertility in reverse. You also have Four of Action. Your hard work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be a time to celebrate a wonderful event such as an engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. This is in reverse, and you also have second house. Huh. This one flew out. I usually don't get like flying cards. It depends whether I feel like it or not, but this time you got a flying card. So I don't know how to pronounce this. Bebe Sha. That sounds a weird name. So see the world, but always come to those you love. Follow your dreams, even if they take you beyond the capped flat. Everyone's your neighbor in the global village. Okay, now I'm getting something in here. You also have bully, light attributes, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. And baby or birth. If a baby appears, this is a dream deck, by the way. If a baby in a dream appears in a dream and you give birth, this is an indication of a new beginning or creativity within yourself. Since a baby can't survive unless taken care of, the dream may be encouraging you to give more support or attention to someone or something. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So for signs, I'm getting Taurus, Pisces, and Libra. So you could be one of these signs, or it could be another person if you're asking about another person. I'm only seeing like a specific scenario in here, but I am gonna try my best to be specific because the very first thing that came to my mind in here is that you may be in a relationship, or maybe this is not a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship, it could be your relatives, your family, where you're kind of like tied to someone in here or to a group of people. And something about that is quite unstable. Something about that is I cannot deny the feeling that it feels like a romantic relationship that is kinda wobbly or unstable right now. So why things are not working out for you, like in terms of your question, whatever your question is because there is someone or a group of people around you that is kind of unstable, um, and it's like you cannot move forward because how should I? It's like the information are going into different places in here, because what I'm seeing here is that it's like you want something to grow. I don't know what that may be, but you want something to grow, or maybe you want to go somewhere or do something else, but you couldn't do it, or it's not working out because you're kind of like obliged to focus on something else. Do I make sense? Someone or something else. You're obliged to put something else first before what you want to do in your life or what you're trying to do in your life. With this baby or birth, it's like you're trying to take care of something in here other than your, like, let's say you want to change career, something like that, and you couldn't change career because you're very concerned of finances, or you're very concerned of providing money for your family or for your partner or something like that. So that prevents you from accelerating. So you definitely want to continue something in here, but you couldn't. Something is stopping you because you are so much in your head. You are very fearful of coming out of your comfort zone even. You're, you know, it's like a feeling of if I force this, what will happen? Like, let's say if I change jobs, what will happen to me? What will happen to my finances? Or if I leave this person behind, what will happen? It's like, is that tiptoeing? There's something very vigilant about your energy, and you are being encouraged to be more bold, be more confident in your decisions, because you are almost like on the fence in here with the Seven of Swords in reverse. So it's like you are being encouraged to trust your own decisions, because this is not, especially if you're very much obliged to focus on something right now, or to focus on a person, to focus on a group of people, or to focus on something else that is preventing you from moving forward to something else, or from focusing on something else. I do see that the universe is trying to tell you that there's something more to life than this. Do not box yourself, or do not put yourself in one box. Do not limit yourself, because there's so much more for you to achieve. There's so much more for you to see. But at the same time, if what's holding you back is very important to you, and it's not something that you can really get rid of out of your life, the universe is also trying to tell you that you don't need to abandon these people or abandon this obligation. You just need to, there's something, it's just basically coming out of your comfort zone. Because I feel like your biggest enemy in here is your fear, or are your fears. Your fears are intimidating you on a daily basis, on a regular basis. But what I'm getting here is like, with this card in here, I'm almost getting this phrase of eyes on the prize. If you want to go for something, if you want to do something, or if you want someone else, I don't know, just go for it. Do not hold yourself back. And there's also a feeling to you that's almost like you didn't really have the chance to take a break. I also see that you're very confused. I just really see that someone in here is draining you. Or maybe you're listening to too much advice that it's not even relevant to your situation, or it's not even helpful. If this is a romantic relationship that is holding you back, that is causing I shouldn't say that, but you know, if it's a person, a romantic interest or a romantic relationship that is holding you back in here, I think you are being advised to focus on what's more important, because I don't feel like this person is important at all. Like, this person is not helpful. Yeah, with sometimes I usually indicate this story card for like gossips, because of these weird like demons in here surrounding her. So it's kind of like always indicating to me about gossips or unnecessary opinions of others. So there's really something about, or maybe it doesn't have to be about other people. Maybe it's your own mind telling you, like maybe it's your fears or your ego telling you certain things like, oh, you can't do it, or oh, you will fail. So it's the inner voice in you or other people's voice that is making this not work out for you, whatever that may be. I also feel like you need to surround yourself with a lot of greeneries. Like maybe you need to surround yourself with more nature, like a place where there's more calmness to it. Because if something is really draining you, or I'm not really good with these kinds of chakra or something like that. I don't give a shit about these things. But I have this feeling that you just have to surround yourself with a more a place where it gives you a much good, like it gives you a breather. That's what I'm getting. It will kind of help you regenerate your energy. I also feel like it's not working out for you because it's like everything is piling up in your head, and it's kind of hard for you to think. It's hard for you to make the right decisions because of pressure. That's why you're being advised to be in a calmer place, or maybe unwind, go to a vacation, go for a vacation, something like that, just for a while. And it will help you have a better and clear decision making. For some people, this may also indicate like maybe other people are bullying you, like, oh, you're not gonna go to places, or this is not gonna work out, that's not a good idea, you should just give up on it. So maybe you're getting those kind of judgmental bullying opinions from other people too, and that's why it's not working out for you, and it's creating a lot of fear. So I think I don't want to make this reading too long. Hopefully this reading made sense. I think I talked I think I didn't made it so clear. I was chasing time, but I didn't want to make this reading too long. But hopefully that made sense in some way, or that will help someone. But let me end this reading now. So for those who chose script number 2, so this is going to be your reading. So why it's not working out for you. If you have skipped the introduction, this is a general reading, so it could be any matter that you're concerned about. And what else? So before I start your reading, when I was shuffling your cards, I was, in contrary to pile number 1, your energy feels more, and I may be wrong. I haven't seen the cards just yet, but this is just what I felt from the energy. It's almost like there's something so sure about the energy, or your energy. I don't know why. In comparison to pile number 1. And there's also this feeling of, I heard 2 songs for you. Well, the other one doesn't really make any sense, I guess. But the first thing that came to my mind when I was shuffling your pile is a movie. It's a movie called My Best Friend's Wedding. I think it was the 1997 one. So there's this one song, and I don't even know why this came to my mind. So maybe this could apply for someone out there. But there's this one song from that movie where everyone is singing that song called I Say a Little Prayer. And everyone was kind of like, forever. So that scene was kind of hilarious to me. But so I don't know what that means to your reading, but how should I interpret that shit? But maybe it's not really talking about the song, but it's talking about the movie itself, where the main female character there is all about doing everything she can just to win her best friend, winning her best friend's love, something like that. It's like going after, I cannot even speak. It's like going out of your comfort zone, going out of limits. And then there's this another song that I heard, which is from High School Musical. The title of the song is I Gotta Go on My Own Way by Vanessa Hudgens, or is that how you pronounce her name? Hudgens? Maybe. So that song is all about, basically it's self-explanatory from the title, that it's all about going on your own way, leaving something behind. So let's see what's going on, because I'm still not sure what's going on with your pile, and I could be wrong, but let's see. So you have the moon. You also have the magician, and that's in reverse. You also have the Knight of Pentacles. You have Cauldron, and that's in reverse. You also have Intuition in reverse. This one is quite clear to me. You also have Manifest Your Dreams. You are ready to go. There's no need for additional preparation. Take the first steps towards the changes you desire, even if they're small steps. Notice signs that guide you in the right direction, as well as resources and support that miraculously appear. You also have Fourth House. And you also have child magical. So shadow attributes pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and inaction are not required for growth. You also have Cheshire cat. So smile and you can get away with anything. Don't be afraid to go down the rabbit hole. Always read the label. And social media. Online communication is an inescapable part of modern life. So it isn't surprising that many of us dream about Facebook, and this is a dream deck, by the way. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the like are communicating via messenger apps. In general, these kinds of dreams suggest a desire to expand your online network or to either reconnect with people from your past or seek out new horizons. Okay, so for signs, I'm getting Cancer, Gemini. I always get confused about the moon. Some people say it's Scorpio, some people say it's Cancer, some people say it's Pisces. So it's like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So, yeah. So it could be one of these signs, or it could be someone if you're asking about another person, but it doesn't have to be. So, why is something not working out for you? The funny thing in here is that what your card is depicting is almost like there's a big an uncertainty. There's a big uncertainty going on with your spread. But when I was shuffling your card, I felt like such confidence from your energy or from someone's energy. I don't know where that came from. So I'm kind of like wondering if you know what you want to do, or you know what you're doing, but it's just the fact that you are not using your full potential. Maybe you're just shy, or maybe you think you can't, maybe you're not prepared, or you think there's not much time prepared for this. Like with this one, you're ready to go, there's no need for additional preparation. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say in here is that whatever you're asking, it is indicating that you are still in the first stages of something. You're a beginner of something. Whether this is talking about pursuing a career, pursuing your passions in life, or pursuing a person. I don't know. But there's something about it that feels like newbie to me. And you are being advised in here to fake it till you make it. I don't know, someone told me this, and it's the same friend that I mentioned in the introduction. But this person once told me, like, it's something about confidence. This person once told me, like, confidence really makes a change. Like, even if you don't know what you're doing, but as long as you try to appear confident in front of someone, people will believe you, people will trust you. So yeah, so that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting in here. It's like, even if you feel like you're just new to something, or even if you feel like you can't do it, you have to act confident. There's something about faking confidence in here because it's really gonna help you. I don't know, I also get, I'm kind of like wondering if for some people it's almost like a case where maybe because you are new to something and it makes you feel pessimistic. You know, this kind of reminds me of me. It's like, you know, I have this issue about age. Like as a tarot reader, I usually don't go for advice types of readings because I always feel like, why do I have to give advice to people when most of these people are older than me? They have more life experiences than me. So I shouldn't be doing it. So that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting in here. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's the feeling. So, one of the things or one of the reasons why something is not working out for you is because of your pessimism. It's because you think, you're mostly listening to the inner voice in your head, to the negative inner voice in your head. When I first saw The Magician, I was supposed to say that you don't know what you're doing. But then it could be the case for someone out there. But I'm also getting this feeling that you are not yet this magician because you are in your comfort zone. Because you are deciding to stay in your comfort zone, and you need to get out of that in order to reach the full potential of something. Now, this magician doesn't have to be you. It could be a situation, or it could be just something else in your life related to your question. Like, something does have potential in here, but you are just in your comfort zone. You are not trying. And you may be thinking like, I am trying my best. I've done all my best. But it's like the universe is trying to tell you like, no, you haven't done all of your best just yet. You are still in your comfort zone. You're doing things, you're just doing the minimal in here. Minimal. And the universe is trying to tell you that you can do it. Or something can happen in here. Whatever your question like I said, whatever your question may be, it has potential. It can happen, or you can go for it, you can do it. But it's just the fact that you are full of doubts. I think you are a very smart person. You have, how should I say it? You are a wise person. But it's like you don't see your okay. If this has something to do with you, I think you just don't see what you are capable of doing. And if this is something else, if this is not you, you just don't see that it has potential or something can happen in here. I also feel like you are being encouraged to take the steps in here, take bigger steps, because you're only taking small steps. That's why it's not working out. That is, I'm almost getting confused in here because there's this sure kind of energy from you before I even saw the cards. And when I see the cards, it's like there's a lot of confusion. So for some of you, maybe you really know what you want to do in here, or just what you want, or you just know what's out there for you if this is not talking about you, but you're just not confident like the magician. If this is talking about pursuing a person and you feel like why this person is not, like maybe you want to confess your love to someone, or maybe you want to let someone know how you feel for them, but it's like they're not getting the hint. It's because you're not making the bold move. I'm almost picturing you in this kind of energy where you're trying to offer something, but you're like very, very shy, and the person will just not understand it. And it's also not working out for you because you're not following your intuition. You're more in your head more than being in tune with your intuition. I also have this feeling that you're quite scared of thinking out of the box. Like, maybe you can think out of the box, but you just think maybe it's not appropriate. Or maybe that's a stupid thing to do. But even if you're not confident of something in here, you just have to fake the confidence. It's gonna help. I think it's kind of like similar. I don't know where I heard this from, but there's this thing where even if you're not happy, but if you force yourself to smile, it kind of helps you to improve your mood. I don't know where I saw that from, but I think maybe it could be similar with confidence, where even if you're not confident enough, but if you try to fake that confidence, it will help boost your confidence in some way. Even if it's just a little bit, it's gonna help, I guess. So that's what I'm getting here. I don't want to make this reading too long. Hopefully that made sense and that resonated, and that will be all. So group number 3, I have to repeat your reading because something just fucked up your recording. Something just, it just, I don't know what happened, but the recording just glitched as usual. So I couldn't take it. I had to repeat it. So I wasted like 16 minutes explaining your pile just for me to repeat it again. So let's get started with your reading now. Okay, before I forget, this is a general reading. It could be anything that you are concerned about, and hopefully it will apply to you. But before I get into the cards, I out of all the piles that I've 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 dealt with in this reading, I think you have the most neutral energy for some reason. And I don't know what that means, but you are at least the most neutral one out of the other piles. And I also heard a song for you, and I think the title of the song is called Stitches by Shawn Mendes. I'm not really familiar with the song, but I read the lyrics a while ago before starting this video. So as I remember, the song is all about a guy who likes a girl, and this girl likes another guy. And this guy thinks that the other guy is not really good for the girl. So this could be your situation, but it doesn't have to be, because this is a general reading. So if I'm going to explain that in a general sense, I do feel like maybe something is not working out for you, because maybe it's not the right one for you. Maybe it's not meant for you. And maybe something else is the better option for you, and you just got to see that. So maybe that's the message there. But let's see. I have already seen the cards, but just for formality, let's see the cards now. Okay. So you got the 9 of Cups. You also have the King of Wands. You got the 3 of Wands in reverse. Loss in reverse. Celebration. So this is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties fall away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans for a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. You also have the South Node, Victim. Light attribute prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. And you also have emotional withdrawal in reverse. Eno's cat. Always take the right angle. Don't be obtuse. Curiosity never actually killed the cat. The best ideas are like cats. They like to creep up on you. And superhero powers. So this is a dream deck, so it's all about dreams, but let's see. So, dreams in which you have superhero or magical powers are typical of childhood, but you can have them at any age. Perhaps you're faced with malevolent forces, but discover you have supernatural abilities to resolve the conflict. Whether strength, flight, telepathy, x ray vision, or clairvoyance. Generally, such a dream suggests that you're tackling some kind of problem in waking life and would prefer if, if the issue just magically disappeared. Okay, so let me just calm myself down. My head is spinning and I feel a massive back pain from this shit. So I just gotta finish this reading really quick. Okay, so for signs, I'm getting a lot of fire. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and also water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could be you or it could be the person that you're dealing with if you're asking about a person. So the thing about your reading is that I don't want to be specific in here because this is something general, but it really gives me this feeling that there's a specific person that is quite significant or that is influencing in this reading, but it doesn't have to be because it's a general reading, like I said. But the first thing that I want to say in here is, how should I put this? I'm trying to remember everything I said a while ago, okay? So, there's something about you that is quite aware that what you're dealing with or who you're dealing with, whether it's a person or a situation, you know that it's not right for you. Whether you admit this to yourself, there's a part of you that knows this is not the right one for you. But it's like you just keep on pushing and pushing about the fact that it could be right for you. It's like there's something about you that is blinding from the truth of the situation. Because when I saw this card, it almost, I'm not saying this, but this is the energy that I'm getting in here where there's this air of stupidity going on from you. I'm not saying that you're a stupid person, but it's like maybe you're making yourself stupid on purpose because you don't want to see the truth. But it's like you just never, the universe is trying to say that you just never learn your lesson. Like, even though maybe something has already gone down, or maybe something unpleasant has already happened in this specific situation that you're dealing with this person, if it's a person, it's like you just never learn your lesson and you just keep on forcing something. You just keep on pushing and pushing. It's like there is something in here that you need to address. You know that you need to address something, but what you're doing is you're trying to avoid it. You're trying to, there's a sense of escapism going on with you. You know, maybe you just want it to be resolved by itself. Like maybe you're trying to tell yourself like, oh, maybe the universe is going to do the work for me, or maybe the universe is going to solve this problem for me, but I'm just going to do whatever I want, or I'm just going to believe in whatever I want. But yeah, there are full of lies in here. Like maybe you keep on telling yourself, like you keep on convincing yourself with lies, whether you admit this to yourself or not. But something is not working out for you, because whether you believe in this or not, like whether you believe in divine beings, angels, guides, spirit guides, whatever that may be, I do see that this is not working out for you, whatever your question is, because you are heavily protected. Like the universe is already doing divine intervention in here. Like they are intervening on purpose because they are trying to protect you. And if you think like they're trying to go against you because they just want to go against you, I don't feel like that's the case. That's not the case. Because what I'm seeing here is that they are trying to protect you because they know that this is not promising. They know that at the end of the day, this is going to be a, like, you're going to be at loss in this situation. The universe is trying to tell you that there is no future here. Whether this be with a person or with a different situation, it doesn't seem to have a bright future. And the thing is, maybe on the front, it may seem tempting, it may seem promising, it may seem like, oh, this is what I want, this seems good. But eventually, you will realize that it's not that good. It's not as you expect it to be. The universe just doesn't want you to be victimized. That's what I'm seeing here. And if this is a person, especially if this is a romantic situation, I feel like it's not working out with this person because this person is has a tendency to be like, they could be a player. They may not take you seriously, and this person may put you in a third party for some. There's just something about this person that is not trustworthy. That's why it's not happening. And even if it's not a romantic situation, maybe it's just business or platonic, I feel like something is not working out as well because this person, like for example, this person may scam you, this person may lie to you, this person may do something dishonest to you. There's just something about this person that is not to be trusted. And you should pay attention to the signs. If something keeps on failing, if something, like, even if you tried so many times just to make this work and you just keep on getting the same pattern, or if you notice a pattern in here and it's just going into the same kind of outcome, you have to stop, because that only means that it's not for you and it's not good for you. I do see that it's not good for you, whether this be a person or just something else. There's something about the message in here or an advice to you where you need to embrace your independence. You are better off alone, you are better off your own way. If this has something to do about business, for example, and you're thinking of maybe partnering with someone, it would be best, like the universe is trying to advise that it would be best if you go off alone. If this has something to do about material success, you don't need someone. You can achieve that success by yourself. That's what I'm getting there. Or even if it's not something business or platonic, if it's just in general, if your question has something to do about partnerships, it is just indicating that partnerships is not really meant for you. Because I think you are better alone, independent. Because it does seem like you do better when you are by yourself. And you have to take advantage of that. Like if this is a romantic person, or a romantic interest or a relationship, I feel like this person is only after sex, something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be for everyone, but that's what I'm getting. That's why you are encouraged to reconsider. Even if it's not a person, if it's something else, you still need to reconsider. This is not working out for you because something else is better for you. something else is the right one for you. Trying to see if I forget anything else. And also, you are advised to protect yourself. Aside from the universe trying to protect you from this, you are also advised to protect yourself. Because I don't know how to explain it, but you gotta do the work in here. So, you know, if you feel frustrated that it's not working out for you, there's nothing to feel frustrated, because at the end of the day, this is a shitty outcome. Like, the outcome to this is not even worth it. This person is not even worth it if it's a person. Whatever this may be, whether it works out for you or not, it's just not worth it at the end of the day. So stop trying, stop lying to yourself, stop blinding yourself, because you know the truth. So that's all that I'm getting in here. Hopefully that made sense, that resonated, and that would be all.